Good morning guys, today we're going to do a DIY project, but this is going to be more like vlog style rather than me going back in and doing a voiceover later on. I just want to do this like right here, right now, and let's get this done. So what I want to do is revamp this corner. This is like the butterfly raising corner. So I've got chrysalis taped all across this little area. Oh, if you saw my living room tour, I know it was totally different back then. I had to change it because we were raising the butterflies and they needed a space, so that became their space. What I want to do is kind of build like a little stone mantle on the floor here, and then have some kind of neat pottery and then maybe some branches coming out of that. And I want to do it that way instead of this way because the butterflies need something to hang on, but I want it to fit in with our decor a little bit better, or at least have like a really natural kind of earthy look. Okay, so here's the before. And now let's see what we can do with this corner to make it a little neater looking. Okay, so these are my babies. I can't just kick them out. They've got to have a place somewhere. So we're just gonna revamp their little area and hopefully they'll like it better. Because also when they come out, when they emerge from their chrysalis, you know, there's not really much for them to hold on to other than their chrysalis shell. So if I can have some branches, that would be really nice because they start to climb after a little while of hanging. They want to climb onto other things. So we just finished clearing everything out of the corner there. The butterflies are hanging out on the curtains, so they're all good. And now Michael's going to bring in the board. We just have a piece of plywood. I don't know what size yet. I'll let you know in a minute. But he'll bring that in and we'll just kind of sketch out like how we want the shape to be for the mantle. So that's a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood? Half sheet.
I think so.
Half inch, half sheet.
Half.
So I know it's going to be hard to imagine right now, but this is going to have stones on it, just real flat, smooth quartzite stones, and then I'm going to have the pottery here. So what I'm going to do first to figure out how big we want it is I'm going to set my pottery there and see how much space it takes up.
It's like a puzzle without a picture to put it in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get like an idea of how the overall look might be of the shape. So we just took a piece of rope and we just traced along it. We just laid it out kind of in a curvature there, just with a radius and then the corner there. So that's the shape that we're going to have. And then we just traced along the rope once we got the shape. And those are the stones, the quartzite stones we're going to be using. Those are my 2 pottery pieces. So we're laying out the stones, seeing how they fit, how the grout's going to be. Then we're going to glue them down and grout it. Okay, so we're using our leftover mirror mastic instead of thin set grout, which if it was a high traffic area, you say you would want to use thin set grout for the bottom as the adhesive.
You know, I mean, this works with the grout. We're not going to be walking on it or anything, so it should be, this should be alright. Okay. Once this glue bonds and the grout's in there, it should be alright.
Okay, so we're just gluing them all down, and then we're going to let that dry for, do we have to let it dry for a day? No, or just a few hours before we can grout it? So we're mixing the grout.
You can mix it by hand. This is a lot easier. I happen to have these mixer and drill.
So what kind of grout are we using this time?
This time is polyblend.
Polyblend sanded grout, and the color is Snow White. Okay, so all the stones are glued down, and we're just waiting for the grout to, set up a bit? Slake, okay.
Yes, cake mix, I call it.
Yes, it's kind of supposed to be a cake batter texture, right?
Yeah, like a frosting. Oh, think about it.
A frosting.
Vanilla.
Okay, so now we're using a real piping bag. So we'll see if this will help work the grout into the cracks there. So I guess these quartzite rocks or stones are actually supposed to be used for like out in the yard, but what the heck, we're going to use them for this project anyway. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so we just finished grouting. Now we're just taking a sponge, a wet sponge, just regular water, and just kind of wiping over the stones, smoothing out the grout and along the edges. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. We've wiped down all the stones. I kind of just go over it, you know, over and over, just kind of making sure that as much grout as possible is off of the stones. That's why we do that. So then I'll take it inside after the grout is dry, and I'll set my pottery up on it. And then if we're going to do branches, I'll probably have to go out to the beach and grab some of those, so we'll see what we're going to do. Good morning guys, so it's the next day and we're going to go ahead and put this inside the house now. We just decided to let it dry overnight, so feels good. We'll go ahead and pick it up. Shouldn't be too heavy. Not bad. Okay, there's our new mantle. It fits good. Perfect size. You know, I couldn't make it too big. I wanted it to be kind of substantial, but it couldn't be too big because our living room is really tiny. So I think we're going to put our pottery there.
Real test to see how these sit on it. Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back from the beach, and these are the branches that I picked out. They kind of have an interesting look, sort of a bonsai, you know, kind of curves to them. There wasn't a whole lot of selection at the beach today, so just kind of went with what we could get a hold of today. But there they are in the pottery, and we're going to leave it like this for now. So this is going to be how our corner will look now. I really like the natural textures of the stones, and I like how the whole look turned out. Along with the pottery, I really like these. These are from Pier 1. They were on clearance, and so we picked those up a while ago, and I just thought it would look nice on the stones. So that is how our little monarch raising corner is going to go for now. So I'm going to start attaching the chrysalis to the branches and get all of those arranged on there. And then as they start turning into butterflies and emerging from their chrysalis, and then they get to hang out on the branches, and I can move them outside and release them after they have had a chance to dry. So exactly the same sort of you know, system that I've been doing before, but now they have a new corner to hang out in. And it's a little more natural for them too, and I'm sure they'll appreciate some extra branches to grab onto when they come out of their chrysalis. I'm going to go ahead and get the chrysalis on here, and I'll be right back to show you how it looks. Alright guys, so we've got all the chrysalis on the branches. But you know what? I don't want to end this video here. I want to show you guys tomorrow morning when we have some of the butterflies closing. So I will let you go for now, and I'll see you in the morning. The butterflies have emerged, so here's how everything looks now. Now with some of the butterflies hanging out. I think we had 15 closed today. And some of these males get really rambunctious. They start trying to flap their wings and try to fly a little too early before they're able to. And they do a lot of climbing. There's a female back there. That one with the dark wings. Ooh, that looks nice, like a sunset. Alright, so this one's ready to go out, I think. So there's our butterfly corner, and as soon as all the chrysalis have hatched and they are all freed outside, there goes a butterfly onto our curtain. Alright, so as soon as they're all gone, then I'm just going to have the branches there and the pots, and that's going to be the corner. So, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.